ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting edition of... Well, you going to help out?
Yes, I am. Psychic Sundays Live with Sally Diane and her wonderful producer.
Yeah, you're kiss up now.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, so we are adding the Magic 8 Ball tonight. And the
Trademark.
trademark Magic 8 Ball. And if the producer says your question is to be answered with the Magic 8 Ball, it'll get answered with the Magic 8 Ball. Now, we have had a back and forth debate all week, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'm a big no, but the producer here also wants to know to use the Magic 8 Ball to anybody who wants to get laid tonight. Like, ask if you're going to.
Whoa, no, wait a minute. You're like, now you're the way
I know it came out of my mouth wrong.
Yeah.
What I mean to say
did it?
ask the Magic 8 Ball if you're going to get laid. And I'm just not in favor with that. Okay, so if anybody thinks that's a good idea, let us know. And if enough of you do, I'll let them know that I'm a big party pooper.
Thanks for setting me up for failure on that one.
That's right. But you do get to, if somebody...
I get to use the Magic 8 Ball? Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Inappropriately?
Okay, so... I know sometimes we get inappropriate, but not all the time. Come on.
It's New Year's Eve, and I forgot the measuring shot glass.
Sorry, folks. Sorry, children.
Do we have any email questions?
Yes, we do.
All right.
We have an email question from Cindy, who wishes all of us a happy new year, and I wish you a happy new year as well. So, happy new year, Cindy, and she wants to know if she's going to have any grandbabies this year. Ooh. Oh boy, I hope so. So, let's see. Cindy.
Well, the cards are back. Look at
and
that.
Babies. Yes, I'll tell you the story about the cast in a little bit.
Nearly got divorced on that one.
Oh, gee. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, okay. So what I get here, this is your wish for a grandchild. And I see the grandchild on the Page of Cups. So there is a grandchild for you on the horizon, but I do not see it happening in 2024. And they're telling me that your children are playing their cards a little close to the chest. So I think they just aren't ready for a grandchild. But as soon as they are, they will be trying. Look for it to come soon, but not quite 2024 soon. Your first grandchild. Your first grandchild will be a very extremely active little girl with sandy hair, curly sandy hair, and a real attitude. Okay, so there's some good stories there. Happy 2024 to you. Okay, and now, I guess
that was our email question for Cindy?
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, on to the next of the questions here. What's going on?
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Priestess, Glenifa, Mary Ham. How you guys all doing, Sonia?
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Hi, Priestess wants to know how will the beginning of the new year start off?
Okay. With a day ending in Y. I know, I'm not as funny as I think I am.
It happens when you go 1 second past midnight.
Okay, so let's see. What does High Priestess need to know as she steps into the new year? Oh, there you are. Now, the first thing the cards are telling me is this feeling of apprehension while as you're looking over your back. It's one of those things where when you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you go, I think that's an oncoming train. It's not. I think that you're going to be a lot better off this year. My eyes are drawn to this little thing right here, but it looks almost like the F from Facebook, and it feels to me like I'm being told to stay away from social media as far as politics and that. I think that, yeah, you might be getting kind of caught up in something there. There we go again. Okay, so the beginning of the year, and I get a feeling like what they're telling me is through January and February, because I'm getting like a really cold feeling about this. And it just feels like, it feels like you're surrounded by a lot of grumps and grinches. And it just does not feel like the first 2 months of 2024 is a good time for you to be making decisions or stepping in the middle of any hornet's nest. So just be careful, because it feels like as the year comes in, and I think this is as you're getting into the last part of the year of the rabbit, which will switch over, I think, maybe sometime in the second week of February. Wait until then. Until then, for the first month and a half of 2024, just take a we'll see kind of attitude. Don't make any snap decisions, and spend more time observing and listening than you do talking. Okay, so that's what I see for 2024.
For whom?
Pardon?
For
For High Priestess
Oh,
Tarot.
you're still doing that reading.
Yes.
All right. Well, moving on, I guess.
Moving on.
Well, what does Mary Ann need to know about January?
Okay, Mary Ann's January.
I will be right back. Talks amongst yourself.
Okay. Mary Ann. And a reading for January. And your January, Mary Ann. And I hope that everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Ooh, starts off good. That's interesting. Okay, so when you see this Ten of Swords, as I look at this feels like okay, these two sort of go together. These are minor arcana. This is a major arcana. And when I look at January, it looks like there's a lot of politics happening. There's a lot. It's a treacherous month, to be sure. But what the cards are telling you is that you have the ways and means and resources to weather any storm that's in front of you. And sometimes another person's disadvantage is your advantage. So
Bloody hell.
if somebody ends up being retired or whatever, make sure that you ask for, whatever parts of their responsibilities. Sorry, folks, it's contagious. I didn't mean it that way. Anyhow, whatever responsibilities that become available in January that you want, grab it. It feels like it's not a good atmosphere, but it's a perfect atmosphere for you to step in and mold things to your advantage.
It's dry in here.
It is.
Yeah. No wonder I'm so thirsty.
Oh, Lord, love a duck. Okay, folks, let's see who's next.
Sonia, is my finances going to improve this week? Sonia, that's much too serious of a question for tonight. Sonia gets the 8 ball.
Okay. Although there is one thing that your guides are kind of screaming at me is that you're taking a short-term approach to your finances, and that's kind of the same as walking while looking at your feet. So you've got to go think more long term. Okay, just that's what your guides are telling me. So you want to know about your finances this week.
That's right. Yep.
And the Magic 8 Ball says,
I'll hold it up onto the camera, would you?
well, oh, there it is. Okay, so we'll let him do that.
Signs point to yes. There we go. This is not going to work too well.
Okay, so you'll have to trust what I say.
Signs point to yes.
But it does say signs point to yes.
Hey, there you go. Lala Loopsy wants a love reading for the beginning of 2024.
Ooh, love for Lala Loopsy. Okay, so love for Lala Loopsy.
It's not happening tonight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lala Loopsy. And the cards say, got this Knight of Swords coming in. It's, sometimes I worry about the Knight of Swords, but he has good qualities. The Queen of Wands.
You gonna push those up?
Yes. Yes, I will. All right. So when I look at this, like when I look at these, they're telling me that you do have somebody that's coming in your life, but it's somebody who's very short term. So enjoy him while he's there. And they just say, don't worry that this is short term, because if you were to look ahead, they say if you wait until maybe the middle of July, because this has got a real summer feel to it. So if you wait until then, you'll meet somebody. It doesn't mean that you should not enjoy the short-term relationship. The Knight of Swords can be a lot of fun. Okay, and plus that, you could use some companionship and just to readjust your own self-image and your confidence, because your confidence isn't up as good as it should be. So,
all right, Sonia, your question was, will my finances going to improve this week? And the answer was signs point to yes. I'm not sure which part of that's unclear.
Yep. Yes, it is. And a happy and blessed New Year to you, Marianne.
Yep. Sarah, how's Raheem feeling for me? Just ask him.
Oh, please.
Oh,
just
ask him.
Really.
You know,
go up and...
If you're afraid to ask him, you don't deserve him. The end. Moving on. Glanifa wants a full-ass reading for 2024. Glanifa, come on.
Okay.
Narrow that down to a question.
Yes, but...
What are you, new here?
Thank you for listing some of the things that we look at in a full reading. In a full reading, we do look at love and career and family and relationships, travel, and all those good things. Finances, there's 7 major topics. Well-being. So anyhow, if anybody wants a full reading, then just send us an email to info@sallydiane.com, and I will contact you back, and we'll set up an appointment for an online reading. Anybody who's coming to Stratford, Ontario, can see me in person at Spa near the tracks. I'm there every second and fourth Friday, and Saturday. I'm also there on the Wednesday in between. So if you're interested in an appointment at the spa near the tracks, give them a call at 519-272-1293. And we are taking appointments for the entire year of 2024. So maybe set up an appointment with me if you're on your summer vacation and it takes you close to Stratford. Okay, so that would be how you get a full reading for me, Glenifa. But you are one of my favorite subscribers. You're all one of my favorite subscribers. But right now, Glenifa.
Okay, Mom.
Okay, so let's see what you need to know most about 2024. How about that? Okay, and what do you need to know most about 2024? First and foremost, you need to know that to be truly happy, the focus can't be strictly on you. So you need to start looking more out to the community, all right? Because even if you succeed in the things you want and the things you want to achieve, you're not going to be happy with them if you don't have somebody by your side too. Okay, and then you have through this year, you do have some questionable leadership around you, and this card is telling me, don't always take what management says at face value. Question authority if they need to be questioned. Last is about judgment, and the 2024, you really need to be very careful, mind your step, because any lapses in judgment will have harsh consequences. So make sure you are very mindful and careful through the whole year, especially when you get into the wooden energy that the year this dragon has. Okay.
Lynette wants spirit guide messages.
Lynette, I am so glad to give you spirit guide messages, and thank you everybody for tuning in.
Happy New Year!
And Happy New Year, indeed.
Some of you are already in 2024. Some of us are still partying to get there. Well, you might as well show up drunk to 2024.
Okay, so not sure that's a good idea, but there you go. Let's see. What does Lynette need to know? Lynette, through 2024, know that your guides are a lot closer to you than you think. It feels like you have some personal challenges coming up. I think you're going to have, you might have a difficult illness or a difficult passing. Because I see you putting a lot of emotional energy into somebody close to you, somebody near and dear. So keep in mind to be careful with it, with that energy. Okay, so they're also saying make sure you speak your mind. Because the first thing after I got that message, I just felt like I got this. And sometimes you shut yourself down before you really say what you mean. You don't totally say what you mean. Maybe go halfway there. Don't be namby-pamby. Don't be milquetoast, or however you want to say it. Speak your mind. 100% speak your mind, okay? And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure everybody thank you for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe, and tell your friends, your neighbors, tell everybody about me. Let's get that subscription up there, those subscribers up there, and hopefully this year we will start having a community board and some other features. Anything that you would like to see on my YouTube channel or attached to my YouTube channel, just let me know. Send me a letter to info@sallydiane.com. I'd love to hear from you. And
Next,
next?
we have Maria. Will I reconcile with Haji? Yes, Maria, you will, and it'll be worse than before.
Oh dear.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You want to let the cards tell her the same thing or what?
Usually he's right on. His dad was a psychic too. Actually, we met at a psychic fair.
Well, that dress was translucent. What can I say?
Okay, Maria and Haji. Maria and Haji. Yeah. He shows up as the Knight of Wands. You know, he's got some kind of a personality thing going. It just doesn't that doesn't work out. I don't know whether it's emotional or physical, but it just seems like his fire and his energy absolutely goes in the wrong direction here. And you know you have to move on, but you don't want to. I'm wondering if there's a child involved. If there's not, then the desire for a child keeps you there. Yeah. So, staying in a bad situation might not be such a good idea. And I just hear but I love him. We're not talking about whether or not you love him. Yeah, he's right. You go back and there's 3 more years. Congratulations, I guess. Anyhow.
Moving on to MBBS. Will a Capricorn give me a commitment? Yes, but can you keep up?
I think Capricorns come with rules, don't they?
Yeah, don't unpack.
Okay.
Hey, honey, have you heard about this place?
Okay, and Michelle Weber, she says Happy New Year to everyone and says, "Hi, Sally. How close are the police?"
Wait a minute, you're not doing the reading for MBBS?
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay. Will the Capricorn give me a commitment?
They want to see the cards, not hear my voice.
Well, of course they want to hear. Doesn't he have a nice voice?
Well, that's besides the point. It's about the delivery.
So, Michelle wants to know about her friend.
Yeah, but right now you're dealing reading for MBBS.
Oh, yeah. The Capricorn. Yee. Okay. Okay, so the answer to that is yes. And it looks like it happens. They're giving me a 7, and I really think that is July. Because it's kind of like one of these things where once he tests you to the point where you're just about ready to scream, that's when he does it. Because he basically does it so you don't leave. So you must get pretty cheesed off at him to make him go to the jewelry store and get you a ring. Happens in July. I hope it works out. It's got the lovers. They're reversed, but they're still there. So you can always turn it around.
Well, congratulations. Send us an invite.
Yeah.
We won't show up, but you can send us an invite anyway.
I might show up. I love free food.
As long as somebody else makes it.
That's right.
On to Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. I love that question. When I was in the States, my sister, the Lady Pate, was really urging me to, because I do plan on getting into different things on the YouTube channel in the year ahead. And one of the things she said she would really like to see is for me to do a series on cold cases. So anybody who's interested in maybe me doing a series on some of these cold cases, let me know. You can make a comment down below, or better yet, send me an email at info@sallydiane.com and share some of your ideas with me. Okay, anyhow, let's get on to Michelle.
Michelle asks, how close are the police to finding my friend that disappeared 7 years ago today?
Okay, so the first impression I got, basically what my guides told me, is she doesn't want to be found. And that's what I have right here. It feels like she's with a man, and I'm not sure about this relationship, but he seems to be a bit controlling. And it says she does not want to be found. She may have changed her name. She's somehow, yeah. If you want to know if she's alive, I think she's still alive, but she is somewhere where she does not want to be found, with a man who keeps her isolated. And it's basically, I don't know what went on in her life, but the first thing I get is that something went south in her life. Something went south in her life, and she said, that's it, that's all. So I don't know whether she was running from responsibility or accountability, but and it feels like she might have been running from possible embarrassment or loss of face. But the way what happens is she's here, and I just don't see the cops finding her. She definitely doesn't want to be found. Okay. But I wish you all the best in 2024. Okay. And next is Belk.
Happy New Year.
Wait. You know what time it is?
Ooh, is it that time?
It is that time.
All right, well, let's get this going then. And once again, it's time for Pick a Card for the week of January 1st, 2024. Here we go.
Happy New Year's, friends. For the week of January 1st, 2024, I want you to pick a card number 1 through 3. What number resonates best with you? Is it number 1, number 2, oops, I did it again. Did they see that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so let's do this over again, folks. I did that once a couple weeks ago, too. So it doesn't count if I turn it up when I put it down. That's not part of the game. Okay, number 1 through 3. Are you going to pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Okay, which one is it? 1, 2, or 3? Did you pick card number 1? Well, if you pick card number 1, then your tarot card for the week, the first week of 2024, is the Page of Pentacles reversed. And the Page of Pentacles reversed shows a little bit of, I get like a little trickle of money. So this is a kind of week where you're going to be nickeled and dimed to death. And sometimes you just don't want to be cheap. But it's just $2. It's just $5 here. It's just $10. This week, put your foot down on spending on the little things. Don't worry about looking cheap because you're leaking money. Okay. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your tarot card for this first week of 2024 is 10 of Pentacles reversed. And the 10 of Pentacles reversed says that this will be a good solid year for you, and you are building a foundation. But it's reversed, so it says you're not at the end of the journey, you're just at the beginning of it. Okay, you have a long way to go, but you're headed in the right direction. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your tarot card for the first week of 2024 is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups talks about satisfaction, good luck for sure, serendipity. This just says that you managed to achieve something this week that you've wanted to achieve for a long time. And I see you ending the week with a smile on your face. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Happy New Year, and see you again next week.
And we're back to our regular scheduled programming of answering your questions. And the next one comes from Belk. Do I have a future with KG? Okay. Yes, you do. A future of chasing KG.
Okay. There you go. He's pretty good. He answers. I would have to go along with him.
No matter what he tells you, you'll be chasing him. He'll never be home when he says he will. You'll always be wondering. And that's exactly what he wants. Silly Billy.
I love the name. And your new subscriber, welcome. And Happy New Year.
Oh, bye. Oh, Silly Billy, that's a lot to unpack there. So you're going to apologize to a girl live. I'm not quite sure what that means. Like live for the world to see or live for your friends to see? Will she forgive me and reconcile? And you'll give her roses. That's a lot. That's just a lot.
Don't. Oh my goodness, don't. I'm glad you asked. Don't, Silly Billy. You're not really a silly Billy, but that would be really silly to do. It would. It just wouldn't work out well for you. But I'm going to ask the cards.
No, I don't think you need to. What it comes
not really.
What it comes down to is an apology like that is not sincere. It's one that's put on for a show. Quite literally, if you're putting it on live, you're putting it on for somebody to watch, right? And I'm sorry, Silly Billy, that's bullshit. If you want to be sincere about the apology, be sincere and do it in private. It's not for the world to see. It's not for your friends to see. Doing it public accomplishes nothing. It just hides. It just hides you behind the camera.
No gifts, just a sincere heart. And he is absolutely 1,000% right.
Moving on to Bonita. Hey, Queen, will I be getting a new car soon?
Ooh. New car for Bonita.
New to you, anyway.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so yes and yes and yes. And no, it's not going to be brand new, but yes, you will get a car. It will be a practical car. It will be a down to earth car. It might not. It might be a color you don't like. There's like something you don't quite like about it, but you know, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
This
And
this
every
one's
now and
right price and right
yeah,
reliability.
and every now and then you'll have to push it.
All right.
Hello, cool Libra. What will be the characteristics of my next girlfriend?
Okay. Cool. Oh, there we go. Are we going to answer Sissy's question?
Yeah, we'll circle back around to how Hamza feels about me, because
Mm,
yeah,
you
can't,
asked.
can't wait to answer that one.
Okay, cool, Libra. The characteristics of my next girlfriend. Oh, that's nice. She keeps a very nice house and she's a good cook.
That might mean she has expensive tastes.
Well, she definitely wants to get married. Oh yeah. Yep. She wants lambs. Aw. I think she might be I think she might be a little on the petite side, dark hair, brown eyes. Elegant. She's got big eyes.
You can find Betty Homemaker in the deli section.
He's probably right on that one. You did ask, I know that you want to know when, and I think that we're
No,
looking.
what characteristics? He went no time frame of any kind.
Okay, but she's going to be clever. She's going to, like I said, keep a good house. Definitely wants to get married. She's a very marriage-minded woman. So if you don't want to get married, settle down, and have kids, you should let her know right off the hop.
All right, swinging back around to Sissy B. How does Hamza feel about me? All right, let's pull up the Magic 8 Ball on that one.
I knew that. You asked. Okay, and the Magic 8 Ball says. Come on.
It's a cheap Magic 8 Ball. Doesn't work that well.
Okay. You know, the Magic 8 Ball says it is certain. Um,
All right, well, he likes you. There we go.
well, he,
It is certain that he likes you.
well, he thinks it is certain. That might not mean, yeah, it's kind of like he knows you like him and he knows that he can date you at any given time.
Ooh,
That's how he feels about you.
ooh, so.
Yeah, he looks at you and says, it is certain.
Yeah, all right. So 79. How will my relationship go in 2024? On great distance journeys that you can't afford. But what the hell? It's only money. They print it every day.
Aw, well, he loves her. There's love here. There's love and support. Yeah, there's a bit of travel there, right there. So you are going to move some. You there is going to be a move in 2024, and you've got the Seven of Wands, but it's reversed. And how your relationship will go. I do see a move here, so I think you might be moving in together, or yeah, it just feels like you're pulling close. Your families are pulling close together. Families are getting more involved. Um, the one thing the one thing that I can point out is as the relationship progresses, you sort of feel like you have less and less control over it. It really feels like, yeah, you might be used to being single here, so. Because it feels like, in a relationship, you have to make compromises. And this happens right after the move in kind of point. So it might be a little hard for you to share your space. Might want to set up rules, but the relationship seems to be going in a certain direction, and just knowing to speak up for yourself.
Okay, next we have Braveheart. Happy New Year, Rosa. Will I get my apartment in January? Well, since it is January at this point for a lot of the world, so I'm going to go with no. What do you think, Sally?
Okay.
If you haven't heard about it by now for January, hurry up.
Oh, yeah.
How about we see if you're going to get your apartment soon?
Yeah, let's look at it that way. Good point, Ollie. Good point. Let's see. Maybe secure one for February. Yep. March. Oh, yeah. Okay. You'll find your apartment in March. And I know that you would like to hear that it's a lot sooner, but that's when I see it happening. So that's an apartment for March. Actually, that's about right. Because if you're going to get an apartment for March, you would be renting in January. But the one thing that I do see is when you find this apartment, you will know. It's kind of like everything you could want is just so perfect you can't believe it. Congratulations.
All right.
You had to wait a while for that.
Okay, well, congratulations, Braveheart. Next, we have Sun. What can I look forward to in 2024? New and positive. Thank you.
Okay, so.
Oh, well, hang on a second. Let me go get the bellows so we can blow some smoke up your ass.
Oh, Sun, you can't look at just the good or just the bad. All right, so I'm going to switch to the other cards because I just... Oh, no. It's coming close to the end anyway. We're going to switch over to the runes. Okay, so...
Hi, Alicia. Happy New Year.
What can I look forward to in 2024? All right, so these are all turned down. So this tells me that 2024 might be a low-key year for you, but you do have this idea that you need... Oh, this one right here is a chain. It feels like, and this might be around work, it feels like you might have a bit of a bully. You have somebody who's undermining your self-confidence. Sometimes at work we'll have a coworker who just makes us feel bad about ourselves, and I think you might have that kind of situation. But I also see you figuring out a way to go around it. Because I do see that in 2024, you figure out a way to make the job happier and more productive, and your position more strong and healthy wherever you are. So, yeah, you do manage to overcome your bullies, which is never easy, but sometimes it does. It happens. Usually, if you get a good punch in. Oh, that's so good. Everything about 2024 is kind of understated, but it's one of those years where the seeds are planted. Like the seeds of a new shiny spine are coming your way. And also, when we look to the latter part of 2024, you do have a good two-way relationship. And I think that idea of having a relationship that's 50-50 is something that has eluded you in this lifetime. But both of these things come to pass in 2024. So it's a quiet year, but it's still a good year.
All right. And next we have Rosa. What are Ahmad's current feelings towards me? Well, Rosa, you're gonna have to ask him if you want to find out. Moving on. Live Life wants a relationship in 2024.
You do? Okay.
That's kind of a vague question. We're gonna go with a love relationship. Let's
Let's see what love wants to do for Live Life in 2024. And love wants to, oh, this reminding the very, I'll look at the other ones, but the overwhelming thing here is if you want a relationship in 2024, play into your strengths, which means do the things that you want to do and always put your best foot forward. Do what you do best and do the things that make you confident. So I guess that means don't start doing the speed dating and trying to go into take cake decorating class because you think there's going to be a lot of girls there. Do what you like to do, and then you'll meet somebody who likes to do the things you like to do. Okay, and then the questions are going to be answered. Oh, oh, no. Yes, you will be building on a love relationship. I see that there's that phrase, a watch pot never boils. And so I do see it coming in a mysterious way towards you. But it's kind of one of those things like when you meet this person, you'll know. You'll know. It'll be two-way. And there's travel and just a planning for the future together. So you have a relationship that takes nice rooting in 2024. And last but not least, victory, Woonjo. So I do see you building, and when I see more of a happy ending toward the end of the year, that tells me that you have what it takes to actually build a relationship. Not an easy thing.
Okay, well, next we have Sahia. What's coming for me in 2024? Well, let's not do the rooms because those will take too long.
Okay. So 2024. Okay. 2024 sees a solidifying of your position. I just see that something happens that raises the amount of respect and improves your reputation in 2024. So how the world looks at you improves a great deal. Also, I do see this idea that there are those around you who can be very nasty. The Seven of Swords can be a nasty card. So when it's reversed like that, it makes me feel like you end up kind of getting maybe a thicker skin or finding a way to put them in their place. Or maybe when we talk about status that's it. When your status increases, when your reputation gets better, your bullies are kind of disarmed, at least a little bit. Overall, it's going to be a good year for you. It's you've got sun, so that's it says it is a brighter, happier year for you. The year of the wood dragon agrees with you.
And next we have Jessica.
Hi,
what does Jessica need to know for 2024?
All right. Jessica in 2024. And I do see that there's still a lot of people waiting for a question, for an answer. And I have a funny feeling that we might not be able to get to all of you this week. And I will tell you, if you want to ensure that you do get an answer to your question, make sure that you send your question in advance to our email address, info@sallydiane.com. And then you're ensured that your question will be read at the head of the show. Okay, and on to what's next. What are we looking at? Jessica?
Yep.
Jessica in 2024. 2024 is a really active year for you. I do see some traveling, and it feels like you've got some travel abroad. So you might be actually, you'll at least be going out of province. You might be going to another country, and it feels like it's for work. Okay, and also there might be, I think that there might be a class reunion or something. There's a reunion with somebody from your childhood, but it feels like it's in kind of a, setting like a class reunion. You're in a setting where you actually would expect to come face to face with somebody from your past. So it's not a surprise, but it is pleasant enough. Career goes great guns in 2024. Make sure to take your Geritol. I'm aging myself with that.
All right. Shri Sai Education. Husband asked for divorce. What will happen? Reconciliation or divorce? Well, let's see about that.
Okay.
What did the card say? He doesn't love you anymore.
Yeah, the grounding isn't there. Yeah, what the cards are saying, and I understand that he might be going through a midlife crisis, but it is he just needs to move on. And if he says it's not about you, it's about me. Well, it's actually true. He's restless. He has fallen out of love. He's a little disillusioned. He's thinking about, the things that he missed out on. So yeah, this is why. This is the hows and the whys. I don't think you're going to reconcile. I mean, you could put pressure on him and do the we're a family and yada yada yada, but that's just he's lost his ability to be happy in the marriage. And I'm not trying to make you cry or feel bad, because the next thing that the cards say is this is your chance to make a new beginning. And you may not realize it, but I think you're going to like having a new beginning. It's just not as bad as you think. Okay? You can pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You can start out all over again, and I think you'll be very happy that you did.
Okay, and next we got Yvette Braggs. Will I receive finances owed to me in January 2024? Well, let's see, Yvette.
Oh man, I'm just getting like, you got to put the right elbow on it. So I think that whatever it is you need to do to
Is that what it is?
yeah. Cards have to say. Yeah, you've got somebody who's been evading you and evading you. Yeah. With the Queen of Swords, in some of the cards, she's actually brandishing a severed head in the other hand. Sword in one hand, severed head in the other. What it means is really going for the juggler, and you haven't really gone for the juggler. So maybe it's putting using a lien, maybe it's a lawsuit, something like that. Whatever it is that really puts some teeth into it, you haven't done, because the cards there's this feeling of constraint. Yeah. And whatever it is you're not doing, whatever it is that you don't want to do, the cards say you have to do it. And as soon as you do it, you will get your money. So it's up to you when you get it. I'm sorry somebody has, some people you can't be nice to.
And our next question is from Divine Oracle Podcast. I have an interview with Stratford's radio station, 107.1 coming up. How will things go with that?
And whose radio station is that?
Stratford CJCS.
It's my stomping ground. Ooh. All right, so I'm a little worried about some of the feedback the station gets after the fact, but the interviewer is very kind to you, and she's accommodating, and yeah, follow her lead. You've got a good interviewer here. And whatever feedback you get from the station, just keep in mind that some of the people that listen have a different kind of belief system, okay? So be willing to take criticism, but know that the interviewer is really a good interviewer and will do her best to make you sound good. So make sure that you record it and use bits and pieces of it here and there.
Well, best of luck with that. Hope things go the way you want.
Yeah, that's a hard interview to get.
Kangan wants readings for January. Well, let's see what Kangan needs to know this week. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun, dun, dun.
Patty. Patty's the one that wanted me to go on the cold case. Okay, so there it is. Okay, oops. There we are. Okay, Kangan in January. Kangan in January. And I'm going to see what's dragging you down in January. All right, you got to be careful about money worry, because if you get into that part of money worry where everything everybody says and everything you do is just about money, then it's that level kind of makes money run away from you, and you're getting that warning. So just relax. If you can take care of it today, you can take care of it today. But if you can't do anything about it, you don't lose minutes of your life worrying about it. You'll be sorting out a lot of things in January. It feels like of the things you have in front of you, there are some that just aren't working out. But if you look at the things that aren't working out, then you forget to focus on the things that are. So change your perspective there. Know that there's always opportunity in front of you. And even if you can't see it, and even if you feel a little discouraged, it's still there. Oh, good. January ends on a very positive note. I know you're doing a lot of sorting through. I know you're going through some big adjustments right now. Some opportunities seem to elude you in January, at least in the early and mid part of it. But when we get to late January, things become a lot better for you. I do see an offer that something that you put in, something that you had asked for a long time ago, finally comes through. Okay. So happy 2024 to you, and thank you for tuning in.
All right, let's see. Who's next? Brother Chris, in 2024, will I be back in the same place I was back in this late summer?
What?
Yeah. What? Like, why be so cryptic here, dude?
Okay, so will I be back in the same? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give a soft no on that, and I just say it because even though you kind of secure a place, it feels like when it comes right down to it, whether it's time or whatever, you don't have the resources, and this might be about time. Okay, so I guess the scheduling just clashes with yours or something along those lines. But as far as getting invited to the dance, you will get invited to the dance. Okay.
Okay, next we have Benafsha, who would like a
Hi.
reading for the new year.
Happy New
And,
Year
and,
to
and
you.
then we've got two more after that, and then that's it.
Hi, Alicia. Happy New Year. Okay, Benafsha. A reading for 2024. What does Benafsha need to know most about 2024? It's funny because I see that one on travel reversed, and I just got this kind of like by the sea and what have you. So I'm pretty sure you're going to take a trip, but I don't think it's going to be as far as you'd like. Okay. So also, this is a year where you're going to I don't know how else to put it, but you're going to do some growing up. It feels like you're going to gain a lot of wisdom and perspective this year. And there's something toward the end of the year about pregnancy. I'm not sure what that's about, but look for news of a new life to come into your to you this year.
All right,
Okay.
that was for Benafsha. Next we have Tune Him. What is going to happen when I meet up with my biological mother?
Hi, Josh. And tune him meaning their biological mother. That's got to be so exciting. Exciting and scary and everything at once. But you know, the fact that she's willing to meet with you and the fact that you guys have come together like this bodes well. If if nothing else, I know you'll get closure. All right, so let's see what's going to happen. Meet my biological. Okay, so I think she's going to explain a few things to you about your father, which would probably explain a bit about you being put up for adoption. But then there's like this idea of the star. So even though who and what and stuff about your dad isn't what you wanted it to be, meeting up with your biological mother is. You know, it's what she hopes for. I think that yeah, I think this is going to work out something long term. Doesn't mean that I think you're going to move in with her or anything like that, but I think there's the building of a lifelong relationship here. So there is a connection that will be renewed. And everything about all the stuff about your father and the this is and that she can explain to you when you meet her.
All right, and our last question goes to Alicia. What do I have to look forward to in the new year?
The U.S. election.
Nobody's looking forward
Oh.
to that.
That's like two dinosaurs fighting over a piece of roadkill.
Would that roadkill be this country?
Not our country.
Well, obviously. Wait a minute. You're not a Canadian citizen.
I've been here over 30 years. Okay, so
So what's the hold up?
oh, it would have a bad effect on somebody else in my family whom I care about a great deal.
All right.
But not if it weren't for that, of course I would. Okay, so Alicia wants to know what she has to look forward to. All right. Lots of oxygen and gravity, I hope. Two greatest blessings.
Interesting. All of a sudden, we're dropping frames.
Oh no. All right. Okay, so I know that it doesn't start out looking good, but keep in mind this is a very still kind of picture. And I think that this is talking about an actual death. Either a death or long-term sickness coming to somebody close to you, and it does give you a chance to move ahead. The only thing of it is that you feel almost like it's kind of like, do I really want to benefit from somebody else's misfortune? Go ahead and do it. They wouldn't be any better or worse off no matter what you did. So when a door opens, regardless of the reason, shove your foot in. Okay, so opportunities coming to you this year.
Well, that's it. That's the last show of 2023.
Thank you, everybody. We keep saying this is our favorite hour of the week, and it really is.
Oh, you keep saying that.
Okay, I keep saying it, and it really is. He likes it too. And we wish everybody all the best for 2014, and look forward to seeing you in the future, and maybe presenting some different shows. Anybody that has any ideas, share it, please. Okay, and have a great week. See you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.